We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 55 yards. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Off play action. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. 17, 180.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
16.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Regular, 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 regular.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Allen off the bootleg. That'll be complete to Cook. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Alert! Go!
Here's Allen to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Off 52, 319.
Allen gonna throw. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8.
16. Bills 8. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's good.
Goff now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Tackled back at the
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
To the air again. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Value three.
Now it's gone. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And some room to work. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 27-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Super 1.
Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Allen now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 62 yards. And the Bills have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 24. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football. This is intercepted. Across midfield. And bulldozing his way through. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 13 yards out. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
35. Lions 24. Tyler Bass to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
180.
Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
2 more yards. That's another Detroit.
Again, Goff.
First down.
Open man, that's Tishlaw. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
11.
To throw is Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Goff. It's complete, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So Allen's going to look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
319.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Super one.
Now Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here.